You think you could buy a cheap $95 welding machine on Amazon and still get the job done? Apparently that's a welding machine. Let's dig into this thing. First thing I notice is that's your welding hood. I'm not sure we're gonna get any jobs done with that because you gotta hold it with your hands. I also want to mention, I don't think it's designed for a clear lens, so they give you a glass lens. First time you strike an arc, you get a spark on it, that thing's destroyed. So we're gonna manufacture a clear lens in there. Give you a wire brush. Kind of a weird looking one. This thing looks more like a drill to me. I'm kind of curious to see how it works. Feels pretty heavy. I don't know what a cheap welding machine is supposed to feel like, but this would be what I would imagine. Now that we've had a look at it, let's drag it in a booth and see how it compares to a real welding machine. Okay, we're gonna run some beads on plate and see how this thing operates. We got all our junk. Like I said, with that hood, you gotta hang on to it in one hand, machine in the other, and you got a rod in this hand, so it's gonna be kind of cumbersome. You got your on-off switch. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. You got your heat control, plus minus. The green light says we got power, hotter, colder. And this little button here, that's what grabs your rod. I don't know if you can see right in the end of that guy. See that little clamp in there? They gave us some sort of welding rod. I don't really know what it is. It's something 0422. I don't know what that means. That is not a rod I've ever heard of. So maybe a combination of the weird rod and a weird machine will be kind of interesting. We're gonna load this thing up, give it a go, give you my honest opinion on it. When all else fails, crank that baby up. Let's go hot. We're on number 5. You know those videos where there's those guys that are showing you how to tack something up and they just tack a little, tack a little, tack a little? I think that's how they do it right here. That thing was strange. Are you ready for the reveal? Oh crap. That looks pretty good, actually. I was not expecting that, quite honestly, at all. The way that slag looked, I thought we were in for it. Pros, it's pretty portable, honestly. It would work really good on a fence line somewhere out in the middle of nowhere with a generator. As long as you got their rod or maybe some similar AC running rod, it runs decent. It's not heavy, it's pretty light, a little cumbersome. Don't use the hood they send you. Get your own hood and a good lens. For the overall person that's just gonna do crafts, arts and crafts, it might work pretty good. But cons, the duty cycle is no good at all. It wouldn't even make it through 2 short rods and a 70-18. I think it was like 85% in the book, but there's no way we ran 85% on the duty cycle. Can't get it near hot enough for what I need. All the way up on number 5 was just enough to push that 70-18. Barely enough to run their own rod. Good for the little stuff at home. That's about it. It smells kind of hot now. I think I burned it up. Score from 1 to 10, I'm gonna go by getting the job done. 2. Kind of depends on the job, but what I know from jobs, it is not gonna get it done. You know what they always say, you get what you pay for. Head to applytoweld.com. Invest in your future.